Hi, it's Jamie from Conscious Man Attraction. I wanted to share something with you from my own experience, which I think you may find interesting. If you've been single for a long time, or you just don't seem to have much luck with men and relationships, it could be worthwhile to ask yourself if you are actually ready for a quality relationship. I mean, if you're frustrated and depressed or bitter about being single, then I'm sorry to say, but you just aren't ready for a healthy relationship. In that state of mind, with that attitude and that belief, what you're actually looking for is a codependency relationship. And that's not a healthy relationship. You don't want to be with someone just to fill a void that you aren't filling yourself, or someone to make you feel less lonely, someone to prove that you're worth loving and that you're worth a commitment. Those are belief patterns which keep you stuck in a vicious cycle of always dating the wrong kind of men. But they're false beliefs and beliefs that have no reality in this present moment. They've come from your past experiences and the conditioning of your upbringing, but that's not who you are now. This is something I went through when I look back at my past relationships and I wonder why I wasn't meeting the right kind of woman. I can see a clear pattern in myself back then. I'd been getting involved with women because they gave me attention and they made me feel attractive and worthy. And they were pretty, they were always good people who wanted to love me, but they weren't my ideal match. They weren't compatible with me on a deeper level. So I never felt truly content. And looking back, I can see that I'd never really believed that I was worthy of my ideal partner. And this belief pattern came from my past experiences as a teenager, being rejected by girls and going unnoticed by the girls that I had a crush on. It's also related to my upbringing, I think. The conditioning from my parents, from school and society in general, about making do with what you've got and not valuing yourself enough to believe that you can have the very best. And then I had this life-changing moment after I'd spent a long time single, but I was working on myself and reflecting and meditating. And I realized that because I had accepted my false belief, this belief that my ideal match would never be interested in someone like me, well, I was self-sabotaging my love life. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. On the one hand, having a clear vision of your ideal partner, but on the other hand, secretly believing that you aren't worthy of that. The two things are in conflict. And that's why it wasn't manifesting in my life. But, if you think that something similar is happening to you, you can so totally change that. And once it clicks, it changes very easily. It's all you need is just that one conscious moment after some deep reflection and soul searching. And you see what that pattern is, what your pattern is, and it clicks. Then everything changes. Your whole being changes. Your whole energy and your whole outlook changes. And you've made the shift when you feel an enormous sense of release. This emotional release, it's like a weight is being lifted from you. And then you feel this deep sense of joy within you. A joy, it's a euphoria that you're actually worthy of your ideal match. You can attract the attention and the love of that ideal man for you. When you make that shift, that realization that you are now ready to meet him, you get this certainty that he's out there. You just know that he's out there and you're going to see him soon. Exactly when, you don't know, but that doesn't matter because you aren't lonely anymore. You know your partner is out there and he's thinking about you. He's also hoping to meet you and he's thinking about when he'll see you. So you don't feel lonely anymore. You're no longer alone because he's out there. And, this kind of deep shift in your belief, in your very being, is what the law of attraction is all about. The universe senses that something has changed about you. She senses that you're different, and she sees that you're ready now. And as your man out there somewhere begins to make that same shift, the universe will bring the two of you together. So just relax and chill out and trust the universe. There's no need to force it. It will happen when it's meant to happen. And when it does, all the hurt and the struggle and the waiting will have been worth it. Well, these are just some thoughts I wanted to share with you. And if you relate to something like this, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So, well, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon in the next video.